Sofra Bakery is a Middle Eastern and Mediterranean bakery in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And it's just this really wonderful oasis in the middle of a bustling city.
Maura Kilpatrick has taken these traditional Middle Eastern flavors and techniques and mixed it with some American baking to make this really unique hybrid product.
She's very, very well known for her ability to take these flavors that are so exotic and make them familiar to Boston diners.
I had no idea that I would be influenced by these spices, and I really had no idea that you could take as many chances and you could play with food so much.
They do this Persian spice donut that's just so heavenly. It has ground cardamom, black pepper, cinnamon, and ground up rose petals.
It's like savory spices meet a really sweet treat.
They have morning buns, which are a thing of genius because they use their leftover croissant dough, piece that all together for a morning bun.
Glazed with orange blossom glaze that's just so floral, it just transports you somewhere else.
You can get this totally outrageous sesame cashew bar.
This is a brown sugar shortbread crust that's topped with local caramel honey, salted cashews, and sesame seeds.
If I could take all the candy bars that I grew up with and make them into one perfect candy bar, it would be that.
It's the perfect combination, I think, of the gooiness and a really mild, thick, local raw honey in it that makes it unique.
These are desserts that I would travel across the desert to get.
Flowers play a very important role in Middle Eastern sweets.
The rose petal jam is one of the things that Sofra is famous for, and it's a pretty rare treat because they only make it once a year. It's really, really simple. It's just these organic rose petals cooked down with a little bit of sugar. So it's not jam like you think where it's going to hold itself on a spoon.
It's
more like
it's not syrupy either. It's runny and
it's beautiful.
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I was pretty crazy about the raspberry and rose petal turnovers.
It's filled with raspberries, a little bit of raspberry jam, a little bit of lemon juice, and then a little bit of rose petal jam.
From the outside, it looks like a normal pastry, but once you get into it and taste those flavors, there's that element of surprise almost because of the rose petal jam that makes it more interesting than any turnover you've ever had before.
When you use flowers as an ingredient, it can go to soap really fast. But they've managed at Sofra to use it in such a way that you really get these tender little notes.
It's a balance. You don't want it to taste like it's perfume.
The most exotic flavor and scent is the way that she uses the scent of rose.
Yeah, and a great example of this is in her date rose truffles.
She starts off with chopped medjool dates, which are those really gooey, luscious dates, and takes one part of the rose petal jam, and then she mixes this by hand.
And then she rolls them into little truffles and rolls them around in a crumb mixture.
It's flour, brown sugar, cocoa nibs, and melted butter.
From the outside, it looks like a chocolate truffle. And then once you get into it, it's got this sticky, ooey gooiness from those dates and the jam.
These date rose truffles are so exotic. I don't think you've ever tasted anything like it. When you eat a rose petal or ground cardamom, you feel like you're eating something mysterious and dangerous and exciting all at the same time.
I think the unique thing about Sofra is that we try to take people to a different place.
You're surprised by some of these really unique flavors that they have in there. But at Sofra, they have worked this magic perfectly.